Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, a story of alleged intolerance meted out to a student, and not because of anything he's done, but for what he is. That student, a 14-year-old from Clarendon, faces abuse because he's a Rastafarian. They say the abuse did not only come from students, but teachers as well. The abuse even forced his mother to move him from a Clarendon school to one in Manchester, and they're now considering moving him again as intolerance is once again making their lives miserable. TVJ's Dwayne Anderson has their story in this Primetime News exclusive.
When Charmaine Stubbs enrolled her son Adwin Richards in the formal school system, they were in search of lessons in numeracy and literacy. But instead, they are being taught some of life's toughest lessons on how cruel other humans can be, especially when dealing with difference. The family says he faced verbal and physical attacks in primary school, mostly from teachers. But since high school, students are the main offenders.
They pull off my thumb and run with it. They throw it on the ground. They call me Dirty Locks Rasta boy and stuff like that.
It's like I'm going to war, because every day I go there just war.
In search of peace, the family said they fled the abuse and harassment at a high school in Clarendon and transferred to the Victor Dixon High School in Manchester.
I went to Victor Dixon High School because it was a Christian institution, and because of that we thought it would be better. A group of boys were standing on the corridor, and when I approached them, they started to say discriminative things, and one of them pulled off my thumb, and when I attempted to get it back from him, and then it pulled me and started fisting me in the head.
He had to seek medical attention. They showed us this medical report obtained yesterday. Needless to say, all this provocation and abuse is impacting his studies. Now get this cruel twist. While students are haunting her son's life, the mother is actively helping other people's children.
I am a school teacher and I do this voluntarily. I just recently took a school that's, what's the name of the school again I'm doing? Bright Spark Academy to festival, JCDC festival, and they got a medal, which of course that's a bronze medal. I want to go back to school this term now to bring them up so we can get a gold medal.
They are considering moving schools again if the situation doesn't improve. But they don't want it to come to that and are hoping that by making their case public, others will hear their story and be more caring towards them and other people. When our news team in Manchester visited the Victor Dixon High School, we were told the principal was not in. We also made calls to the institution prior to the airing of this story for a comment, but we were unsuccessful. Attempts to contact the Region 5 chairman who has responsibility for schools, including Victor Dixon High, were also unsuccessful. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.